G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. Look what's arrived. Oh, so excited when it arrived in the post. My Resin glitter shards. They're all like this holographic. If you look at them, you get these different colors. So this one's like a pink. I've got big bags of them. What's that number? In case anyone wants to have a look at it. SLG006. So it's like a pinky one. One was called pink and one was called light pink. But this one looked more purple. So I got that one and that one. So we've got a purple there. Sorry, reading backwards. SLG00. What is that? Looks like a 5. So that's that. And this one, look at this one. SLG009. It's like a teal. And again, they've got all these little holographic sort of flakes in them. And then I've got a silver. These ones are the tiny, I think they're 2 millimeters. Like there's 2 different sizes. This one's the small one in the little flakes. Irregular flakes. Silver, SLG001. And then I've got a big bag of the gold because I'm going to use lots of gold. Oh, BG. Oh, I don't know what that is. Is that a G? B something 212. Don't know. But anyway, it's the small flakes. And then I thought I'll get the kit. Now this one was the Resin glitter set. So it came like that with all these colours in it. And today I want to do red. Sorry for the noise. But this is what comes. Oh, look, I'm getting it all over my mould. This is what comes in this pack. I'll just move these others out of the way for now. This is what we got in the pack. I haven't even looked at it yet. So this is like a greeny teal, whereas that one's a bluey teal. You can take little snapshots of these if you want. Holographic teal green, there's a number there. Copper, gold, this says holographic red. That's the one I want to use today, red. Oh, look at that. That one's even prettier than that one. It's got a bit more blue to it. Blue lake. So all these came together in this one kit. And that one's the black. That'll look nice when in like pearls. And this one is a grass green. It's a light green as opposed to the darker green. That one just says green. And then we've got a nice hot pink, rose red. And then this one, hazy pink. Oh, there's some purples. Look at that. Oh, purples. Gosh, look at that colours. Purple, light purple, pink. I think that's the same as one of those. What else have I got? My gosh. And then we've got sea blue, we've got a deep blue, and some silver. Ooh, 15% off coupon. Look at that. Maybe we can all use that. What do you think? Please share your shopping experience on Instagram or other apps. Will give you a 15% coupon in return. Oh, okay, maybe not. I don't know how they'll know if I put anything up. All right, so that's it. Let's move all these away. Gorgeous colour. So expect to see more of these coming. Hopefully you won't mind if I do more of these. But different colours. All right, so today, red. I've got my resin mixed up. Better put my gloves on, haven't I? Actually, I better clean this now because it's got bits of glitter in it now. Let's get a piece of tape. I had already cleaned it, but then, of course, you know, I've got bits of glitter falling into it from the packets. So let's give it a quick clean again, just with some tape. So basically, oh gosh, where's that other one? I was going to show you the other one that I did in case you missed it. You know the bling coasters? Inspired by Leah Deer Designs. I did talk about all that in my previous video, so you can check that out. I'm not going to go through it every single time I do a video. I wonder if I can find them actually. Found them. All right, so these were my geode shaped coasters with the rock edge. Obviously today I'm going to do some round ones. So I did that one where it's split in half and then the effects up there. This one, obviously the effects are coming from the outside in. That one, they were just in the center coming out. Oh, and that's the same one. Oh my gosh. All right, where's the other ones? Must be in a different drawer. Where are you? Got that many things here. Oh, where are you? No, can't find them. Anyway, I did, yeah, that one. So anyway, there they are. And I did the little heart as well. So love them. So yeah, lots of different colours I'm planning on doing in those. So hopefully you don't mind watching me do them. So the first thing I'm going to do is mix up my red. It's getting warm. This is the Platinum 360 Plus resin. Now, I got online to Resin because I wanted to get a dark red. So I went with this one. I was debating whether to get this one or I think it was called Black Cherry. So I got that one. But in hindsight, it's a little bit more burgundy than what I wanted. I wanted more of a red. It's still a lovely colour, but it's more of a burgundy. So I'm going to mix some red marker powder with it. And I'll have to get back online and to Resin and get the other one. Because, yeah, this is just, it's more of a burgundy. Right, a stick. I need a stick. So, actually, I'll just use this one. I'll clean it off. Just wipe it. So, yeah, hopefully I can get a nice red by mixing the two together. Hope so. So, I'm just making up enough resin here just to do one layer. See what that looks like, but I do think it's going to be a bit too burgundy for me. And then I thought I'll just add a little bit of red mica just to get it sort of more, I wanted a dark red, like darker than that, and then I'm going to put that with gold. Hopefully that wasn't too much. Yeah, look, see, it's not quite what I was after. Close, but not quite. Let's get a little bit of this red in here. Mix that up. Don't know if that'll give me the colour that I'm after, but I can try. It's kind of gone in more of an orangish shade now. Oh dear. What about if I put some black into it? I'm going to put a bit more of this in. You just don't know, do you? Unless you try the colours out. You don't know what they're going to be. I should have just bought both. I was so indecisive about which one to buy. I should have just bought both. Ended up choosing. Got the wrong one. Never mind. Okay, still not quite there. Probably just going to have to go with it though. What if I add just a touch of black? Touch of black. Where's my black? I've got some Midnight Black from Resin. I don't know if that's going to be a good option, but it just seems to be more of a orangish tone now, so I'm going to put a little bit of black on that. It's probably going to be too dark now. Oh my gosh. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh gosh. Okay, I've totally lost my red. Maybe I need to start again. Or maybe just a deep dark red like this will be nice. Still looks burgundy to me though. Actually, if you look at the side of the cup, it's kind of throwing this purple. Look at that. Let's put a little bit on here and see what it's going to do. It's looking more like a purple on there, isn't it? Okay. What else can I do? What else can I do? A little bit more of this red. Lady in red. Look, I don't mind it being darker. I'd rather it be like a really, really dark red. Even if it's a burgundy, I'd rather it be really dark. And then that way my gold will really shine against it. All right, let's just do this. I've got it now, might as well use it. But it does seem to be throwing like a purple. Interesting. Maybe I should go with one of these purples then. Look at that. It looks burgundy on there, but then it looked purple on this. All right. Oh, look, I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I want to use it now. Well, too bad. Too bad, so sad. Just going to have to do it. I'm sure it'll look beautiful. So I just want these to cover the base. Make sure they're as even as possible. So I need to allow enough room in the mold for the glitter and then a top coat. So can't fill it up too much. These molds, oh, I forgot, oh gosh, I forgot my little heart. These molds hold about 330 grams, which is, I think, 11 ounces. So I just sort of went just under half for the first layer. And then I'll do just over half for the second layer. I'm just going to try to make sure I've got some in here. Oh, my poor little heart, he missed out. Because the last little heart I did turned out really, really cute. All right, let's just spread this. Not quite sure what colour this is, you guys. I guess we'll find out once it's dry. It's probably like a cherry, dark burgundy, cherry kind of a colour. If anyone knows like a really dark red in either a mica or a paste, let me know. I'm sure Lorez has got one. Like I said, I just ordered, I probably should have gone with the black cherry one. Ordered the wrong one. Okay, there we go. That is done. Clean my stick off. Now let's pop some bubbles. Oh, there's some bits of mica in there that I haven't, see that little bit there? It hasn't like been mixed in properly. I probably should have tried the colour before I went in and did a video, hey? Look at my cloth, look how purple it looks. That's weird. Okay, where's my other torch? Where's my other torch? Let's just use, I'll use the heat gun. I'll use my heat gun. Here it is. Because my little torch, he's a bit small for these, and I don't want to use the big one. Just on low. It's not hot. See if we can pop some bubbles. So yeah, it's just under half full, I would think. Now I'm going to have to decide, look, there's all my little bits of mica powder that is rising to the surface. I obviously haven't mixed them in properly. So I think the red will still be nice because this is like I said, it's a really dark red. So I think it'll still be nice. I need to mix all these little bits of micas in. Otherwise I'll just pick them out. But yeah, I didn't mix them very well. My gosh. Not concentrating. I was thrown by the colour. Not concentrating. Right, let's see if I can stir those in. Don't mind me. All right, I'll stop there because you don't need to see me struggling with this. I'm going to give it another torch and I'll be back for the next layer in a few hours. I'll show you how we do that. Hey guys, I'm back. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. These are dry. I've got my polyacrylic here. It says on the can, do not shake, just stir. So as you can see, it's like a milky white, but it does dry clear. It's like a glue. You know how glue goes on white and dries clear? Same sort of thing. So this is what I'm going to use to mix with my glitter. Because it's nice and thin, I've got a good work time with it. And I decided, well, I'm still kind of up in the air about it, but adding this sort of burnt orangish tone. I just feel that red to gold is quite stark and it needs like something in between those two. So I've got that orange. Here's my glitter over here. I'll call it glitter even though it's like little shards. Now, I'm going to get a spoon. I'm just going to pop some of that in there. So I've got equal parts of the red and the orange, and then I've got double the amount of the gold. So we'll put 2 spoons of the gold, of that polyacrylic in there with the gold. I'll stir that up and see if that's enough. Now this, on the can, it says polyacrylic, protective finish, clear gloss. So yeah, it's a water cleanup, so nice and easy to use. Right, let's stir these up and see what we've got. Hopefully I haven't added too much liquid. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it, with the polyacrylic in there? It's giving this blue hue to it. When I did these ones, I used a very fine glitter, and it was easy to drag my little points. I don't think it's going to be quite as easy with the little flakes, but we'll see. I mean, I've got a lot of these flakes now. I went crazy on the Larissa website and ordered heaps, so I'm going to have to use them. See, that looks a bit chunky. See how it's just kind of dropping? I'm going to add a little bit more of the polyacrylic, just so we get a runny consistency. That seems right. And then our little bit of orange. I didn't mix up a lot of orange. Probably need some more flakes in that one actually. Seems a little bit too thin. I didn't want to mix up too much, you know, because then if I don't use it all today, it's not, you know, I can't keep it. It'll go off, so I don't think it's something I can keep. Now let me just move the polyacrylic out of the way so we don't knock it over. So what I think I'll do is start, what did I want to do? I can't even remember now if I want to do gold, orange and red, or where I want to do red, orange and gold. I think I'll do it that way. So what I'll do first is I'll put the gold on, probably I only sort of want the spikes to end about there, so I'll stop the gold about there. That way I can still do my little spikes. Otherwise, if you start halfway, then by the time you've done your spikes, you're way up here, which is kind of what happened here. It kind of went past. So let's not put quite as much on, hey? All right, here we go. This is going to take a little while. I'll do one, and then I'll fast forward the rest. I've got a croaky throat tonight. My gosh. Allergies. I know it looks a bit weird at the moment because it's got that polyacrylic in it. So if we stop about there, let's make it straight though. If we kind of stop about there, it's just under halfway, hey? Yep. Okay. And then what I thought I would do is use this little Duvalaki. It's a little plastic stick and it's got like a little cotton bud thing on the end. And I thought that would be nice to sort of drag these through. Yep, definitely not as easy as the glitter was, because this has got big sort of shards stuck onto the edges there. It's not going to be as easy for sure. But look, I'll get there. It'll just take a little bit of patience. If I get a lot of stuck on my stick like that, I'll just wipe it off onto the paper towel, which is next to me. So I want to do quite like a few longer ones and then a few shorter ones. Look, don't be too precious about it, you know, just enjoy. Try not to be too stressed about where they all sitting and which ones look better than the others and so forth and so on. Just try and enjoy the process. I'm trying to make some a little bit longer than the others. Probably not going very straight here. Certainly much more difficult to work with than the glitter was the other day. Maybe I should have made it a little bit thicker. I can put a little bit more in my mix. We'll see. See, I'm starting to go past the halfway mark there, and I don't really want to do that. So when it dries, there's going to be quite a bit of area that's got nothing in it. So I think I probably need more of the glitter. Shouldn't have added that extra polyacrylic, hey? But it's different to work with than the glitter, so I probably will have to use a little bit more than what I was anticipating today. Just not realizing how much I need. So probably make it a little bit thicker than what I expected to make it, which means I'm going to have to add more to these two as well. I wonder if I cover it with like put a glove on it or something, like a plastic glove. I wonder if it would stay soft, watery, you know, not dry out, because it would be a shame to waste it all. I'm just wondering if I can. I mean, the polyacrylic, you know, once it's in its little tub and it's got its lid on, it's fine. It's not going to dry out, is it? So, maybe. Okay, so that's thicker now. Orange isn't as thick still. Sorry, guys. I know. I'm a bit of a pain. I'm just learning how to use this stuff. Okay. It's pretty though, pretty colours. We'll get there in the end. Alright, so we've got the gold there. So now what I want to do is, I just want to put, actually I might put a little bit more gold, just because now that I've thickened it up, just across here. and then I'll just pull some of that through. Like I don't need to do the whole area, I just need to put more up here because it's a little bit difficult to see the gold. You can see a lot of that polyacrylic, but you can't really see the gold. So let's put a little bit more on, make it thicker. Okay. I think we can sort of play around with it later and get some longer pieces to come up. Okay, that'll do for now, I think. Methinks. It's going to take a while to dry. That's pretty thick. Oh dear. All right. It just looks black there now, doesn't it? Because of this light. It's getting dark outside, so the light in here is in studio. It's not that good at night. Okay, let's put a little bit of this red on down here. And I just want to kind of blend it a bit. You could, if you wanted to, wait until the gold was dry before you put your red on, but I'm too impatient and I don't want to wait. So, and I like the blending of them actually, so I'm just going to put some red there. Try and get the red down into the edges there. And blend it up. And then a little bit of this orange, copperish tones, not a lot, just a little bit to blend from the red to the gold. I'm just going to do this with my little stick. Try and blend those. Easier said than done. They don't really blend as well as the glitter did. I might even in future mix glitter with the shards, just so it's a little bit easier to use. I think I might do that. So I don't want like a definite line of each colour. Try to kind of blend them a little bit. And then I'll sort of ease a bit of that orangish copper into the gold like that. Ease it up a little bit. A little bit more. I'd say go slow to begin with. Don't put too much on. So I don't want the copper to go all the way to the top of the gold. I just want it to sort of sit there and just be like a halfway between that red and that gold. All right. I'm going to do the others. I'll put you on fast forward. And I'll come back to you after I'm done. Right, so I finished. Like I said, I didn't find it as easy using these shards as I did with the glitter. They are bigger pieces, but the colors and the shimmer are really amazing. Now, they don't look as good as they would until it's dry, because you can still see that polyacrylic in there. But you can see the red and then the sort of orangey copper and then going into the gold. The other just looks black at the moment, but it is a really dark burgundy. I don't know, I think I kind of like the glitter better. This one. But it certainly was easier to do. I know I'm harping on about it, but you know, I just thought that these shards were going to be so much better, you know, eating a bit on a stick. But oh, I forgot my heart. Oh, that's all right. I've still got some bits here. I'll do my heart quickly. So yeah, when it's dry, I'll have to probably wait now until morning. It's coming up to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I may get a chance to do it before bed tonight. We'll see how things go. But yeah, I'll do the little heart, and I'll come back to you when it's time to put the clear on. So see you then. Righto guys, it's the next day. My pieces are dry, so that's always a good thing. I've made up some clear resin for the top coat. I did 125 grams of A and 50 grams of B, and it's sitting there in some warm water. A to get rid of the bubbles, and B to make it nice and thin so that it flows and spreads. It's quite cold again in the studio this morning. It's only 14 degrees outside, 14 degrees Celsius. So it's a bit of a cool morning. So I've got the heater on in the studio. There's my resin. Hasn't got a lot. It's got some micro bubbles in it, as you can see, but it's not too bad. They will all sort of float to the surface anyway. Okay, here we go. And then I'll just be able to pop them once they've come to the surface. I thought I'd bring you down here next to me so that you can get a close-up view of the top coat going on. And that sort of blue hue that the polyacrylic gave is all gone now, and you can see it's dried beautifully clear. Just put a puddle on each, make sure I've got enough to go around, and hopefully it'll spread out on its own. I don't really want to push it around with my stick if I can help it, just in case I dislodge any of the glitter. And I don't want that sort of floating up to the top. Okay, now we're showing the ring light, because I've just put a top coat on. I have to work out another way of getting light. Those of you that do videos, how do you get good light without having that overhead ring light showing all the time? Do you have lights on the side? I'd love to see photos. Actually, I'd love to see photos of people's setup. Go to Pouring Your Heart Out Facebook group. If you're not a member, you're most welcome to join. Just join as yourself, not as your art page. Yeah, I'd love to see everyone's setup for their videos, like how you do your lighting. I need to get some better lighting. Once I got my new studio set up, oh look, it's going to be months. Might not even be this year. I don't know. I don't know when it's going to be, my new studio. Alright, I'll get some better lighting then. Just getting my heat gun out. This one. Good old heat gun. As I said, I don't want to push the resin around with a stick, so I'm just going to blow it gently. Got some plastic stuck to it. Alright, just on low. And that'll pop the bubbles as well. I can see there I've got some resin that I haven't, it's not actually gone to the edge yet, so we'll just go very gently around and around, because I don't want to overflow. Woo! Because it's blowing the resin, it's a bit tricky. Just got to not go too close. Blow it around, but don't go that close that you're going to blow it right out of the mould. So that'll help with the bubbles as well. And also just spreading that resin to the edges. All right, that will do. Okay, I'm going to be careful where I put this down actually. When it was hot the other day, I obviously put it down under my table and it touched some plastic, so it's got a bit of plastic stuck to it. Be careful. All right, how are we looking? I think it's looking pretty good. You can kind of see the burgundy colour through there now. You can see that it is burgundy. Now, what do you think of this sort of orangish copper colour in there? Do you think it's too much? Do you like it? Or should I have left that out and just gone the red and the gold? And as I said to you before, I think I prefer the glitter look. It's much more fine and delicate. This seems to be more sort of chunky. It's a totally different look. And I can't get the points. I mean, I guess I could if I spent a long time on it, getting the points. But with this one, I got the points much easier. You know, the little points. Oh, I forgot my heart. I always forget my heart. My gosh. I'm pouring your heart out and I forget my hearts. You guys are yelling at me, you forgot your heart, aren't you? I know, I know. All right, let's heat him up as well. Whoa, it's a little bit more tricky to get to the... Whoa, see I overflowed there. Oh gosh, they're really tricky, the little ones that overflow. Let's give it a wipe just in case. And I'll use this little tool just to very carefully just push that resin into that point, because that was the only little area that had missed. Now, are we all equal? I'll make sure that everybody's equal. This one can have a little bit more. It's not quite as high as the others. This one's doming. You could have a little bit more as well. Not that I've got much left. I'd rather them be doming than just dead flat. That way I don't get that little lip. Because if you don't fill them up enough, you get that little lip that then you have to go and sand. Now I'm not going to scrape the resin out of my cup. I'm just going to let it drip, because what you've got on the inside of your cup there, it may not be as well mixed as the rest of the resin, and then, you know, you can get like a bit of a cloudy look on the top. Just making sure that I've got all that out. Yeah, you can still have a little bit more. That's pretty good. That was well worked out. Just that last little bit of resin. A little bit more in the heart. And then that's it. That's... I'm done skis. Okay, there we go. Done. I'll give it a quick little torch. Just with my little tiny torch. It's got a very small flame. It doesn't put out a lot of heat when it works. Only just filled it up actually. Obviously didn't fill it up enough. Works there, but then as soon as you tip it, it goes off. It mustn't be full enough. I'll try and hold it upright a bit more. Okay, it's not working. Alright, so there we go. Anyway, top coat done. And it's only 9 AM, so I'll unmold these later on today, and then I get to put the video up for you tomorrow. So yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, I'll be back anyway when we'll unmold, so I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, actually, yes, I'll see you tonight for the unmolding, but the video will go up tomorrow. Righto guys, it's time for the unmolding. They're dry. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So like I said, I can demold these really quickly, hey? Now, there's nothing to see on the back. Well, it's just red. burgundy. But there we go. Look at that. Look at the sparkle. So what I thought I would do, is there much of a lip? I don't think there's much of a lip at all, but you can just go over it real quick just to make sure with your nail file or emery board. Probably should wait until it's actually totally set before I go sanding, shouldn't I? But you know me, I'm always too impatient to wait for the next day. All right, let's just give that a bit of a wipe off, get the dust off, because I want to see what they look like with the gold edge. So this is what I'm using, the Deco color, premium in the gold. It's my favorite one to use. So let's just put a little piece on. Look at that. See, I really should be sanding these properly. That little lip there. I don't want to wait for tomorrow. Let's just sand it a bit now. Still, you know, a little bit soft, I guess. I mean, it's not totally hard yet. I can't actually remember how long it's been since I did the top coat. Can't remember what I said because I've done another video since then. Just get off what I need to get off there just to do the gold edging. Get the dust off. All right, here we go. Just the top there. So with the pen, put the nib half on and half off. That way it gives the nib something to follow, a little point to follow. And it's up to you, like how thick or thin you want to make that line. Don't put your fingerprints on the top just yet. Hold it on the bottom. And around we go. Look at that. I love this part. It's my favorite part, putting the gold on. Just finishes it off so beautifully. But I would like to know what you think of these glitter shards, whether you like them. You know, they're a bit chunky. I'm not sure. I'm thinking I prefer the smaller glitter, which I talked about earlier. My pen's not running out. Having to keep shaking it. So I've bought a lot of this glitter, the irregular shaped glitter shards. Oops, I'm going off. I'm going off track. So yeah, I just don't know whether I want to use it now or whether I want to go back to my normal glitter. I really need to push the pen down onto something hard to get the colour to come down, so I just did that. Shaking it doesn't always help. You need to sort of push it down onto, oh my gosh, I'm going crooked, onto a piece of card or something. That's the bit where I've sanded, I think. So I've lost its little lip there for the pen to grab onto, so I'm kind of sliding off. I just want it to be equal. I want my little edge to be the same thickness all the way around. So I'm just taking my time there. Oops, there we go. All right, done. Look at it. Look at it, it's so pretty. If you wanted to, you know, you could go and do the whole side. But for the sake of the video, I'm just doing the top because that's all you can see. So what do you think? Like, that glitter is really, really shiny and sparkly. And it's got the holographics in it, so you can see it's picking up all these different colours. Not necessarily the gold, but the orange and the red are picking up different colours. Hope you can see the burgundy in there. Hope it's not looking too black and you can actually see the burgundy. Maybe I'll have to set them up outside Let's put the lid back on that so that you can see the true colours. There's that one. All very similar. Beautiful shiny top there. Look at that. Gorgeous. I should get the little heart out before I do those back ones. There it is. I love the little hearts. They just look so cute, don't they? And also let me know what you think of my choice in burgundy. You know, I struggled getting that red colour. Wasn't exactly what I wanted, but it's what I had, so had to roll with it. But let me know what you think of it. It gives you a better close-up view of those little shards, hey? They're really pretty, but they don't give you the points, that like those definite points like the glitter does. See, the glitter's much more fine, and you can really get more of a point, I guess, but just a different look. Both beautiful, just a different look. Hey, I did make a video of that one, making that, so if you want to check that out, it's below in my YouTube video list. There's the other one, and you can see how I've kind of just blended those orangish coppers into the red and into the gold, just so that there's not a straight line between each colour. I didn't want it to be a straight line. And the last one, out you come. But yeah, I'll wait till tomorrow and then I'll sand off these little tiny bits of overflows because, like I said, they're a little bit soft still. Not soft enough that you can't unmold them, but a little bit soft that you shouldn't really be sanding them just yet. There we go. Well, that was fun. I'm glad I did this. But yeah, I've got lots more colours in mind, so please let me know whether you want to see these shards again in different colours, or whether you want to see more of the glitter, or maybe you want both. Maybe I can mix the glitter and the shards, or do a glitter one and then a shard one. So yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate that. All right, I'll finish them up tomorrow. I'll take a photo and put it up for you at the end of the video. And thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I'll see you real soon for the next one. Okay, bye for now.